It's good to see you guys. It's good to see coming together in the community. Lynn Community Connections Coalition. You guys have this event every year, or at least every year that I've been commissioner. It's really good to bring the community together. I actually was here 4 years ago. It was actually the first month, so I was commissioner. He came and got to talk a little bit. And I remember meeting a mother. I can't remember her name now.
Lorraine?
Lorraine, okay. I was going to say something different. But she talked, and I had the misfortune of speaking after Lorraine. And but one of the things that really struck me after she spoke, everybody really gave her a really rousing ovation. Then about a month after that, I was in Boston at an event, and a young man by the name of Brian Hefner gave a speech, and he was 19 at the time, and he was a kind of assistant. He got a real rousing applause to them. I was really struck me, both times, just how much people appreciated folks who would have the courage to stand up and say, I am DSS, I am DCF. Just to have the courage to be able to admit, I needed help. I was struggling, I needed help. And one of the things I said 4 years ago when I stood here, I said, one of the things I'm going to do as commissioner is work really hard to make it not so difficult for people to be able to admit that they need help. Because really when we talk about they, we're talking about us. All of us have had struggles. All of us have had times when we didn't have the strength that particular day, that particular week, that particular month, or that particular year. And it's okay. And as a community, as a society, we need to embrace the fact that when we talk about they needing help, we're talking about us needing help. And when we talk about us needing help, where do we turn for help? We turn to our community. We turn to our family. We turn to our extended family. We turn to people down the street from us, around the block, around the way from us. And one of the things that when I became commissioner at the Department of Children and Families, that I realized that we weren't good at. There were many, many things we were good at, thank goodness. To take on a big organization like DCF and to have problems within a huge, huge problem. So I was very grateful when I got there that there were so many good people doing a good job. But one of the things we were not good at doing was engaging the community. And we wanted to do a better job engaging the community. Because as we had discussions, we would have our statewide, some of our field leadership guys are here today. I should say guys, people are here today. We talk about really, if you really want to strengthen communities, one of the best ways to strengthen communities, strengthen families, one of the best ways to strengthen families is to strengthen communities. And we realized that we need to do a better job figuring out how to engage communities. And there's opportunities like this event today that gives us chances to do that. We recently, in the month of March, we had 4 regional forums across the state where we got a chance to talk with we'd go out and spend the day from 10 o'clock in the morning, about 9 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. We did 5 back-to-back 2-hour sessions. We met with our staff, we met with our management team, we met with a group of stakeholders, we met with providers, and we met with family members. We had a pretty broad definition of family members. But in that process, we got to hear from the community, what we were doing that works, what we were doing that where we could improve. And we had many, many pieces of easel paper. And so we're in the process of sorting through those and figuring out what to do. But repeatedly, one of the things that kept coming up was that we could do a better job engaging communities, we could do a better job of locating more resources within the community and supporting community efforts. So that's something that we're committed to. So I just want you guys to know that the Land Community Connection Coalition that we're really supporting the work that you do, and we want to figure out other ways to help get more resources on the ground. About a year ago, we started a new service model called Family Resource Centers. And we only had the money to start 4 of these. It's one of those things like when times are, Dr. Reed was saying, when times are tough, it's hard to do the things you really want to do. And this is one of those decisions we said, well, we don't really have enough money to do this, but let's start these, and hopefully we can get, 2 or 3 or 4 of these family resource centers started this year. Maybe we can get some more started down the road. But what we really wanted to do was, these family resource centers, they basically work, we started 4 last year. New Bedford, Boston, Worcester, and Orange Athol, and we're going to try to do 4 more within the next 2 or 3 months. Basically, these family resource centers work on the premise of, let's take some resources, put it in the community, and whoever needs the service, they can get the service. You don't have to be a DCF to involve families to get the service. You can just walk in and receive the service. We said we need to do things intentional to strengthen the community. And the note's only been up and running about 11 months, and they have been overwhelmingly received very positively. People have talked about how wonderful they are. And I've been kind of saying, well, they've only been up and running less than a year. Let's not get too excited about saying how wonderful they are. But I think what people like about it is the fact that it takes away a little bit of the stigma. You don't have to be involved with us, and you can kind of do it on your own terms. And the centers are built around having families who've been there as peer support. They work with the families either one-on-one or in groups, and I think that's one of the most effective things about it. So we're looking to have more of those. I'm not sure when one's coming to Lynn, but hopefully soon. But we want to have more of those where people can come to locations that look very similar to this location we're in today, that are within the community, where people can come, get access to the services, and they may or may not ever become a family that works with us, but we can support them with those kind of dollars. So thank you for inviting me again. Thank you for the work you guys do. Being out there working with families every day is something that's noble work, and we appreciate it.